In It Together is brought to you by the Ministry of Education and UNICEF. Good morning. Today is the umpteenth day since our classrooms have been closed. That means we haven't been able to share snacks at school. We haven't been able to play sports, and really, the hardest part has probably been being apart from each other.
Yeah, doing my work from home is not really tough. Listening to radio programs and keeping up with teachers through WhatsApp is alright, but I also miss my friends.
Well, we have great news to announce. With this special TV program dedicated to us kids, we can be in it together. Our friends can all tune in at the same time, learn about the zoo, drawing, and other cool things, and we can share our progress with each other.
Social distancing may have us apart, but virtual learning is bringing us together. Let's jump on into what is ahead for us today.
In it together.
Have you heard about Pen Cayetano or Yasser Musa? They're Belizeans who are famous because of their awesome art over the years. They started art when they were our age. Maybe we can become legends too, especially with the help of Miss Jazz, who will now guide us through Let's Draw.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Let's Draw, where I teach you guys how to draw the coolest things. As you guys can see, I am joined once again by another special friend. Today I am joined by
Mia.
All right, say hi to everyone, Mia.
Hi.
She is so excited to be here. Mia, would you like to tell them what we will be drawing today?
Today we are drawing Blossom from the Powerpuff Girls.
That is right, and we picked Blossom because Blossom is Mia's favorite character because she is a natural born leader just like Mia. All right guys, so once again what you will be needing is a pencil, your marker, something to draw on, and something to draw with, okay? So we are gonna sketch, we're gonna erase our lines, and then trace over with our marker, and then color. Ready, Mia?
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna start off with our pencils. So we're gonna start off with Blossom's head, which is actually a large oval. So we don't want to start too high up on our paper, we wanna leave some space. So we're gonna come here, and we are going to sketch our oval. Blossom has a big, big round head. All right, guys? And so to help us in drawing Blossom's eyes and mouth, we're gonna put in some guidelines. So we're gonna come here and draw one in the center with a little curve. And then we're gonna come here and do another one right in the middle. All right? Now we're going to start with Blossom's eyes. So for her first eye, we're gonna draw 3 ovals. We're gonna start with a large oval right here. We're gonna draw another one inside, and then we're gonna go ahead and draw a smaller one right there. Now because Blossom's head is actually at an angle, her other eye is a circle instead of an oval. So we're gonna come and we're gonna do our circle. There we go. Don't worry if your circle comes outside the line of her head. We're gonna go ahead and erase all our mistakes before we trace our outline with our marker. So that's one circle. We're gonna do a second circle. And then we're gonna do one more smaller circle inside. Okay? Now to complete the eyes, we're gonna do her pupils. So that's gonna be one circle here at the top. And then another one in the other eye right over here at the side. Blossom's mouth looks like an upside down D. Okay, so we're gonna start with our curve right here in the center of our line. That's how we use our guides to help us. And then we do our curve to complete her mouth. We put in her tongue with a little half circle right there. All right, are you with me, Mia? How is it going?
Good.
That is good. I love it. It is so cute. My head is bigger than yours, but don't worry about that at all. All right, guys, so now we're gonna start off with Blossom's hair. We're gonna do 2 upside down V's. So we're gonna do one right here, once again on our middle line. And then we're gonna do another right over her eye, because what we're gonna go ahead and do is erase out all the parts that we do not need. Okay? Now we're going to draw her arms, and her arms actually resemble two little lima beans. Mia, do you know what lima beans are? So lima beans are like the cousins to green beans. You know what green beans are? Yes, because we actually do have green beans here. So if you guys do not know what lima beans are, then we can actually look at her arms as being ovals with a flat top. So we're gonna come here and draw two flat lines, very short, at the side of her head, and then we are going to draw a curve that connects the bottom to the top, just like that. All right, great guys. So now for Blossom's body, we are going to draw a backwards J. So we're gonna come here, curve down, and bring it around for our J. Then we're going to do a sideways L, attached right here, and then coming that way. So we already have one of Blossom's feet. To draw the other one, we're gonna do an oval right beside it, and then we're gonna do another oval inside that one. Okay, there we go. So now we're gonna put one line here and another one inside her other feet, and we're gonna give her two little semicircles right there inside to complete her shoes. I know it's looking a little confusing, guys, but once we start erasing our lines that we don't need, you're gonna see the drawing come to life. Then we're gonna go in here and give her two stripes for her dress. Okay? So Mia, do you know what is on top of Blossom's head? What does she usually wear up here?
A big red bow.
A big red bow, correct. So to draw our bow, we're gonna do two large ovals right on top of her head. We're gonna give them a little space, but they're actually very close together, okay? And then on top of those ovals, we're gonna do little triangles. I'm gonna come here and insert one, and then we're gonna insert the other. Now we're gonna do another L right here. It comes through the first side of the bow, and then it just comes right across and it connects. Okay, guys. So we need to connect Blossom's hair, and to do that, we're gonna come here where we drew our V's. We're gonna draw one line to connect, and we're gonna draw the other one to connect to the side of her head, and one other line over here, right through her eye. Okay? And then last but not least, Blossom has super long hair. So we're gonna finish her hair. For that, we're gonna draw a J that starts from her arm and comes around. That's our J. We're gonna come from her first leg and we're gonna do a big curve that connects. Now we're gonna do three little V's right at the bottom. 1, 2, 3. All right, great job so far, guys. We're actually almost done. Now is for the important part that we need to pay attention to. We're gonna erase our lines that are not needed, okay? Are you with me, Mia? Oh, she is. She's right there with me. All right, guys, so now we're gonna get our erasers and we're gonna start. So the first thing we're gonna erase is Blossom's eyes from where her hair is, okay? So all of this right here goes away on both sides. Here, and then we do it here. And then right here again, taking out all that eye, because her hair is actually covering it, okay? Then we're gonna come here to the side of her head, where her eye is overlapping, and we're gonna get rid of that too. And don't worry if you accidentally erased a part of your drawing. Because it's with pencil, you can go back and just fill that right back in, okay? So all our little lines that we have here, we can take our time and get rid of. All right, you don't have to worry too much because when we're done, we're gonna do our coloring, which is actually gonna get rid of those lines for us. Now we're gonna come and we're gonna take out the bow, right? We're gonna take out Blossom's arms where it overlaps with her face, right here. All right, and then lastly, we're gonna take out this part of her feet where we drew the two ovals where they overlap. Right here, and we're gonna make it one shape. We're also gonna erase it from her dress. There we go. So it should look like this. All right, guys, so that is the outline of our blossom drawing. That was pretty easy. I know it looked like it was gonna be hard, guys, but it's really easy. It's just a bunch of shapes together. And once you have your pencil, don't worry about any mistakes. You can go ahead and make your corrections. Just remember to have fun, okay? So now Mia and I are gonna go ahead and start tracing our outline with our markers, okay? Ready, Mia?
I need to erase one more thing.
One more thing, go ahead. Yeah, guys, just get rid of all your lines, okay? All right, perfect. Ready, Mia?
Yes.
Ready. Let's go, guys. Alright guys, so that is it for our outline. Now is the fun part, our coloring. So Mia and I actually gonna go ahead with our black markers again and fill in some parts that are supposed to be black, okay? So just follow along with us. Alright guys, so great job so far, okay? Now for our final step, the most important part when it comes to sketching and then tracing is that we're gonna take our eraser and we're gonna get rid of all the extra lines that were left over, okay? And that is gonna complete our drawing. Alright guys, that is it for today. We did our blossom and I think our blossom came out amazing. How do you feel, Mia?
I like it.
Did you have fun?
Yeah, I had
And
a
that
lot
is
of
the
fun.
most important part, okay? Alright guys, so don't forget to ask mom or dad to take a picture of your drawing and send it to me at inittogetherbelize@gmail.com, okay? Alright guys, so that is it for today. Until next time, bye.
And just like that, we're one drawing closer to being art legends. If you're like me, this is a big leap forward from stickman drawings. So I'll be showing off my art. We will show off yours too if your parents take a picture and email it to us at the address on the screen. Now is a good time to put away our supplies and get ready for our next ultra fun segment. Kindly stay tuned while we take a short break.
Hello and welcome back to In It Together. Up now is a special and truly informative segment, Kids Ask the Experts. This is our opportunity to ask experts questions that us children actually want answers for. The expert joining us today is someone we really do have a lot of questions for, the Minister of Education, the Honorable Patrick Farber. Minister Farber is joining us through a video chat and he's already online. Good afternoon, Minister. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you guys for welcoming me. I have to admit that I'm a bit nervous. I've been on the adult Ask the Experts, and I did pretty well on that, but I'm a bit nervous to be on your show, but thank you for welcoming me.
I'm Georgiana, and my friends Joshua, Mia, Tristan, and Leah have a lot of questions for you. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Good. Well, let's get into our questions that we have for you.
Hi, my name's Leah, and my first question is, why is it that all schools in Belize City aren't using Google Classroom?
Wow, you start off with a very tough one there for me. But, in our country, we still are very much developing, and not everybody, unfortunately, has access to technological devices and the internet. It is a work in progress for us. And so until that is possible, then we would be able to use platforms like the one you mentioned. But until then, it is an ongoing thing. We try every day to better ourselves. And as soon as that is possible, then we can use such platforms.
Thank you.
My first question is, will schools be closed down again if there's another COVID-19 outbreak?
Well, the decision to close schools are made by the Ministry of Education jointly with our health authorities. And so if at some point the health authorities decide that it is safer to keep our children and our teachers at home, then yes, schools will be closed again.
Thank you.
Okay, my question is, How will PSE classes work for the upcoming Standard 6 students? Because at my school, every day after school, we have PSE classes. But with the new shift that we're doing from 8 to 12 and 12:30 to 4, how are we supposed to get in our PSE classes if we're doing that?
Well, the new school hours depend on whatever situation exists in the various different schools. So not all schools are going to be handling things the same way once school reopens in August. But it is going to be determined by the school, the respective school, how they are going to handle preparation classes. While we did not have PSC this year, that's not to say that we won't have it next year. And so those preparation classes are going to be very important. And just like how schools normally do, they have it on Saturdays sometimes, in the evening sometimes. And of course, you can do your own thing at home. You don't have to wait for a class so that you can be well prepared for the PSC.
Thank you.
My first question is why are schools opening early?
Okay, schools are opening early because we have lost a lot of time during the school closure for COVID-19. Remember that we closed on March 20th for Easter. Those Easter holidays were to be for 2 weeks, but instead we went way beyond those 2 weeks out of school because of COVID-19. And so in order to bring up our children and to have them recover from some of the lost lessons over the school closure, schools will be reopening a bit earlier than normal so that we can catch up, if you will.
Thank you.
Why is it that we need to do summer class?
Okay, not everybody is required to do summer classes. It depends on the school that you're enrolled in. So it's a decision that the schools make. But summer classes often prepare students for the new and upcoming school year. And as you know, in this time of the COVID fight, many of our children lost out on valuable lessons. And so some schools might see it important to have some summer classes so that they can better prepare them for the new school year.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So my second question is, are we going to go back on our school teams like volleyball, football, basketball, and those teams for school?
Absolutely. Sporting is very important for our development and for children's development. And you know that the only reason that we've not continued with it up until now is because, of course, of COVID-19. But as soon as it is felt that it is safe again for us to engage in that manner, we will be doing so. In fact, for some sporting disciplines, it has already been opened up. But by the time school reopens, I'm pretty sure if things continue the way it's going now, we will be able to return to all of those sporting disciplines as a part of our regular activities in the school year.
Thank you.
How does your experience as a teacher help you lead the Ministry of Education?
That's a good question. So I've been a teacher and I've been a vice principal and I've also been a member of the Belize National Teachers Union Executive. So I have, over the time of being involved in education, worn many different hats, many different stakeholder hats at that. And so I'm also a parent. So if I'm able to think in line of all of these roles when making decisions, of course, that will help me to make better decisions. So if I want to know what a parent would feel like, then I start thinking as a parent. If I want to know what a teacher would feel like when I'm making a decision, then I remember my teaching days. If I want to think of what an administrator would think like, then I remember my vice principal days at ACC. So I am able to put myself in many, many different frames as a result of my experience. And I will say that it has helped me tremendously to make decisions for our education system.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
We understand that classes will have less kids, but a lot of students and teachers take the bus and are exposed to a lot of people.
Well, yes, classes will have fewer. Well, the children in the classroom will be sitting much further apart because of physical distancing that is required. However, you're right, they will also have to be traveling on buses in some instances, and the Ministry of Education provides special school buses for children to travel on. And of course, we will be taking precautions. We will ensure that the buses are sanitized, and we will ensure as well that children are sitting within a safe distance of each other once we get to that stage at the opening of school in August.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, so my second question is, in large schools, how are they going to be having classes and maintain social distancing?
Okay, it depends on what the situation is in that particular school. Some schools are very large. We have some schools in this country that have over 1,000 children. And then we have some schools that are very small. So we have some that may have only 20 children in the entire school. Obviously, if it is a small school, it's easy to handle. But if it is a larger school, then we will have to take proper measures. And it might dictate that we have to do things a bit differently from what we're used to. So one possible solution is that we might have to have a shift system, so that we may have to have some of the children come on one day, let's say Monday and Wednesday and Friday, and then some of the children come on the days in between, Tuesday and Thursday. And so we mix the days, we mix the groups, and then we teach the same lesson to the different groups. And then hopefully we're able to keep children furthest away from each other as possible, so that we're able to keep from spreading or the potential spread of the coronavirus.
Thank you.
My second question is, I heard that subsidy has been cut down by $100. Will you work with the schools to ensure that a payment plan is accessible so that students can still go to school?
Well, thank you for helping me to spread the news about what the new measures are. Yes, because of the serious financial burden on our economy that is caused by COVID-19, we're not able to collect some of the monies that we were normally supposed to collect. We have to cut down on what we offer in the subsidy. So whereas before we used to offer $300, we're now going to offer only $200 for most of those students who are completing primary school and going into secondary school. And yes, this is a help for those students, but there are still other costs that are associated. And our plea is to the people who manage the schools for them to be very lenient, because we want them to understand, as we all know, that it's a bit tough for some of the parents right now. Some people have lost their jobs. Some people have gotten a pay cut. And so we are asking the schools to be lenient in terms of allowing these parents and the children to pay maybe with a payment plan, as you're suggesting, or pay over a longer period of time. So yes, we're doing that as a ministry, and I thank you for sharing that wonderful suggestion.
Thank you.
There are buses that go one in the morning and one in the evening. But with our new shifts for kids that live in rural areas, will there be a bus in the afternoon now, or?
Well, the buses in the rural areas go in the morning and they come back in the evening by and large. So it depends on what kind of situation exists. If it is, for instance, that we are going to do the shift in such a way that some kids come on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and some come on Tuesday, Thursday, then it's not a problem. If we're doing a shift in the manner in which some will come in the morning and some will come in the afternoon, then yes, we will have to have a bus go in the morning and take back those kids in the morning, and then a bus come in the afternoon and take back those kids in the afternoon. Another possibility is that we will have some kids come in 1 week and they come Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then in the following week they come, a different set of children come. So it all depends, but in the South especially, and in the areas, the rural areas where school transportation is a must, the Ministry of Education will do its best to work along with the various different scheduling of classes that these schools will decide based on their individual situations.
Thank you. Well, that brings us to the end of our questions for today. Minister, we are happy that we got to hear directly from you. For the children at home watching, do you have any final messages or words for them?
Well, I always take very seriously every opportunity that I get to speak to our children and to our young people as well. And I want to ask them to continue to work very hard. I know that there are some obstacles with COVID-19, but our children have traditionally worked very hard in school and have done okay. And so I want that to continue. In fact, I want children to continue to improve. And the only way to do that is to work hard, stay in school, and listen to your mommy and daddy and the older people who know a lot about life. Let them advise you and guide you. And if you do that, and of course, work hand in hand as well with your faith in God, you will do well.
I am sure they appreciate those words. Again, thanks for joining us, Minister. We hope you enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
I am happy that we had the opportunity to talk directly with that expert so that our questions and concerns could be answered in a way that we can all understand. These conversations go a long way for us, and I know I will look back at this one day and feel so proud of us. Guys, we will go for a little commercial break now, and then we'll be back with more fun. Kindly stay tuned. If you're like any one of us, you've probably OD'd on junk food during our time away from school. Learning from home has also meant relaxing for long hours on the couch, binging on Fortnite or TikTok or cartoons. And it's honestly time for us to get more active again. So hopefully you have on your exercise clothes and your comfy shoes so we can get our bodies moving with DIY exercise.
Hi children, mommies, daddies. I am Miss Karen and this is James, and we are happy to be back to help you keep active. Boys and girls, and not so young boys and girls, it's important to exercise. You should exercise every single day, whether it's making up the beds or a little sweeping or a little mopping, cleaning the windows, you have to move. Now, James, what are we going to do first? We're going to warm up. Make sure that the joints are moving so that they don't get hurt. Let's do this. Guys, at this point, you can do anything you want to do. Just move in place. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more, James. 10, 9, that's seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's roll the shoulders. 1. A little wider, James. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's march in place. 3. Lift those knees, kiddies. 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's side step. Do 1, 1. Right, left. Go 2, 3, 4, 5. You can put your arms anywhere you want. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 more. 15, 14. Bend the knees. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. The next one, we're going to be twisting the body at the waist. Open up, James. Ready, set, bend the knees, and go. 3, 4, 5, 6. Get the waist moving. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Feels good. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a break. 3, 2, 1. Remember, this is just to get you back in the groove. Knees up with twist. Ready? And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Remember to breathe. And 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. That was good. How are you feeling? Good, all right. So this one is easy. Step to the front, step to the back. Right, left, right, left. Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. So what we're gonna, that was nice. It's oblique. These are the obliques right here. This is your oblique muscles are right there. So it's oblique side bends with legs. So let's face each other. Right hand, and go. Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Remember to balance, kids. 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's switch sides. We can do it facing the camera. 10 more. It's 15 more. On the next side, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and yeah, 1. So, how are you feeling? How are you? Good, all right. So this one is called open and close, and it's with arms wide open. Ready? Face me again. So, we go 1, back, 2, ready? 1, let's go, kids. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Remember to breathe, guys. 8, 9, 10. 5 more. 4, 3. Tired yet? 2, and 1. Okay, let's show them with the next leg. Ready? Ready, James? 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's only 15. 8, 9, 10. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's march. 3, 2, smile, James. 1, ready? Kicks. They're called snap kicks, but they're really quite easy. So let's show them, just a snap, just a snap. So you lift and snap. Ready? Set 15 on each leg. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 3 seconds. Go to the next leg. Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 more to go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's walk it out a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, let's face each other. They're called stationary punches, so we're not moving. Open up and bend a little bit. All right, let's go. So we're just shadow boxing, right? Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look at those karate punches. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, James. Now we have another one. It's called a quad curl. So these are your quads, and with the arms, curl, curl, right? All right, let's face the camera so we're giving them a treat. 3, 2, and go. Go, let's go. Quad curl. Huh? Right. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, now it's time to start cooling down. Walk and stretch. Up. 2, 3, deep breath. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pick it up. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and shake it out. And just like that, we're at the end of another segment. How are you feeling, kids? It feels really, really good to exercise. Thank you, thank you. And what exercise does is allow us to maintain our health and well-being. In other words, it helps us with aging and with the pains that comes with aging. Thank you for joining me and sweating with us, me and you, James. I'll be back again soon. Thank you. Goodbye.
Well, we just had to quickly freshen up because Miss Karen helped us to bust a sweat just now. Being physically healthy is important for us, especially when we're inside for almost the entire day. Hopefully, you enjoyed that mini session. The sweat is worth it. You're probably out of breath right now, so we will take a little commercial break so we can wind down a little. Enjoy some water and maybe take a quick stretch before we move into the next segment for today. Please stay tuned so we can end off how we started. In it together. Be right back.
In the blink of an eye, most of our lives have been impacted significantly, from the nagging curfew stressing us out to the economic difficulties affecting our parents. 2020 has certainly been a difficult year for all. Needing someone to talk to is important and really nothing to be ashamed of. Bottling up emotions can actually do more harm. So I'm happy for our guide coming up now, who will help us find some comfort in Peace Out.
Good morning. I hope you're all doing fine this morning. I am Miss Jones, and today I will lead you through another session of Peace Out. I know that as teenagers, there are times when you may experience feelings of anxiety, panic, distress, frustration, confusion, or you may feel overwhelmed and not know what to do. Well, coping is important, and today I will help you to create a coping skills toolbox. A coping skills toolbox is a container that has a collection of various favorite and healthy activities or items you can use when you are feeling anxious, panicky, or distressed. Having a toolbox helps you to be able to get through difficult moments by doing cool and positive things you enjoy. Also, if you have everything gathered in one place, it's easier for you to remember to use your coping skills rather than using those negative or bad behaviors. Before we make our toolbox, I will need you to get the following items. I will need you to get a box or a container. You can even use a little gift bag or some kind of fancy bag. Markers, paints, crayons, coloring pencils, stickers, paintbrush if you decide to paint, color paper, typing sheet, pens or pencils, and a scissors, of course. So now let's grab those containers or box and let's start decorating. You are allowed to be as creative as you choose. This is my fancily decorated box. So now that we have our decorated boxes, let us decide on those items that goes in there. So I need you to grab a piece of paper, typing sheet, any kind of paper, and a writing utensil. Now, let's make that list of items. First thing, I need you to find a self-soothing item which will comfort you through your 5 senses. So that will be something to touch, that could be a stuffed animal or a stress ball, something to hear, music or meditation guide, something to see, could be a snow globe, happy picture, something to taste, your favorite mint, sour candy or some kind of sweet, or something to smell, your favorite lotion, candles or perfume. Now, secondly, let us include something that will help you to distract your mind off the problem for a while. What might that be for you? Mine is coloring pages or coloring books. So for you, that could be puzzles, notebooks, artwork, crafts, knitting, crossword puzzles, music, movies, etc. Thirdly, I need you to include an opposite action. That would be you doing something the opposite of your impulse that's consistent with a more positive emotion. So that could be in the form of affirmations and inspiration. Looking at drawings or you drawing, motivational statements or images, or something funny or cheering, a funny book, funny movie, or TV show. Now, fourthly, let us include something for your emotional awareness. That will be something that helps you to identify and express your feelings. That can be a list or chart of emotions, a journal, writing supplies, drawing, and art supplies. Fifthly, I will need you to get something for your mindfulness. These will be tools for centering or grounding yourself in the present moment. Example could be meditation or relaxation recording, grounding objects, a yoga mat, breathing exercises, and now lastly, I will need you to create a crisis plan, which will be a list of people for support when all our coping tools are not enough. So for example, 911, your counselor's number and name, a family friend or family member, a pastor, a mentor, or even a teacher. So now that you have your list of items, you can put all of those together in your box or container if needed and put it somewhere you will remember, then use it. So those boxes can look something like this. or this pink one that I have here, with all those tools together. Since there are an infinite number of ways for you to cope, you do not need to cope like everyone else. All that matters is that you find good coping methods that will help you to get through your difficult moment, allowing you to find your peace out. Thanks for tuning in today, guys. I hope you work on your coping toolkit, and I hope to see you again soon.
I already feel way more relaxed after that fun session. I hope you guys discovered that exploring your emotions, utilizing coping techniques, and managing your exposure to stressful news are all practical and important ways to safeguard your mental health and emotional well-being. So I thank our guide for helping all of us to enjoy this episode of Peace Out.
So that wraps up In It Together for today. Remember, this is a special show dedicated to us. Schools are closed, but we can still learn together, play together, dance together, draw together, and have endless fun together. With our TVs or tablets or phones, we can link up in a productive way, and it's also a big change from just being at home idling for most of the day, which has gotten really boring. Remember, this show, Just for Us, will air every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 11 in the morning until midday. We air on Channel 7 all over the country and on Facebook at In It Together Belize. Please tell your friends and family members to join in on the fun. We are going through some pretty weird times, but don't worry, we'll get through this because we're in it together. Thanks for tuning in today. In It Together was brought to you by the Ministry of Education and UNICEF.